Good day, everyone. Good day to all the viewers that were present today. I am your host, Miss Jess, and welcome back to the Education Day. For this segment, we will have another topic. So, last week we talked about the summative assessment. Do you all remember what a summative assessment? Okay, let's hear from one of our audience. Okay, thank you, Mr. Deacon. Your answer is very correct. And now, without further ado, let's just continue for our new topic that we're going to tackle this segment. Okay, I have here in front of you, it is a white box that has a question mark in it, and it says there that what will be our topic this day. And that, for the clue, the title. So what would be the title? So as what you can see, it is written or it is in the portfolio or in the folder. That's what you can see, right? So this is one of the clue and the other one is the jumbled words. Okay, who can guess the jumbled words? And together with the pair of this number one clue, together with this jumbled word. So our topic will be 2 words, okay? Only 2 words only. That's why it has 2 clues here in front of you. Okay, you can guess. Okay, Miss Bunga, what it is? Very correct. That is the portfolio assessment. So, the portfolio assessment is using the teachers and it can be used also to the students. So when we are talking about the portfolio assessment, it is used to assess and measure the students' learning together with their creativeness and to attain what we can do or to create an output. Okay, do you understand? Okay, now let's continue. So when we are talking about portfolio assessment, it's not just only a portfolio assessment, but it has also types, okay, or the kinds. Actually, portfolio assessment has many types or kinds, but we only select 3 main types. Okay, for the 3 main types, okay, we have here the word portfolio types, okay. For the portfolio types, we have 3, as I said earlier. The number 1 here is the working portfolio. So the working portfolio, it is used in the student's learning. So it is used also as to the student. So that's why it's called working portfolio. That's why it has another term, which is the student's portfolio. So it is in the student's achievements where the students or the learners are going to put what he write, what he understand, or what he reflect according to the instructions of the teacher. And now, let's move on to the number 2, the showcase portfolio. So, from the word itself, showcase, it means display or exhibit from the word showcase. So, it means that the teacher selected few of the portfolios from the learners, and then it will be displayed or exhibited. For example, in the classroom, like it is displayed in the display corner as what you seen or what you remember that the classroom has a display corner, and that's where the portfolio one of the can display. And then the last one is the progress portfolio. So unlike the 2, this progress portfolio is usually used by the teacher because it is maintaining or it aids for the progression of the student of the word itself, progress, which means the teacher is tracking the progress or the development of the learner from the word progress. Now let's move on to the number 2. Portfolio organization. So when you hear the word organization, what ideas do you have? Okay, so from the word organization, it means the layout or what would be the picture of the portfolio. So it is talking about the cover page of the portfolio, which means it has the word portfolio and then it has a specific title. Like for example, the portfolio of the pictures and pictures and details of the Philippine heroes in the Philippines. So just like that example like that. So another example is the most songs in the 2000s like that. So it has a specific title, and then it has also the name of the teacher we're going to send it. So just like that, it has a sender to the teacher. But if not, the name only will be the name of the learner who created the portfolio. And then sometimes portfolio organization has a date where it passed, where it was given, like that. But some doesn't have like that. So that is what's called portfolio organization. Next one is the portfolio evaluation. So from the word itself, evaluation. So the teacher uses to evaluate the development of the students. So not just the word itself, portfolio, but it can use to evaluate the attainment of the learner's knowledge or what he grasped that during the discussion. So that is. Next one is digital portfolio. So from the word itself, that is digital, it means online. So it is online portfolio assessment. It means that the portfolio assessment is done through online, through different kinds of apps, through internet, through connection, just like that. So the cycle of the digital portfolio is from the students to create, to send, and then it will send to the teacher, and then the teacher will have feedback, and then it return to the students, and then the students will reflect and create again. So is the cycle of the digital portfolio. And then we have the last one, the reflective journals. So from the word itself, again, journals, it means the teacher or the students is taking down every piece of development or the everyday life where, for example, but it only focuses on the education. For example, this day I got to memorize the mission of the DIPMED. So just like that. And then the next day you have a quiz, and then you got 10, you got perfect score, and then the next day you got 9. So you reflect where you are lack of something to your studies. So that is called reflective journal. So it's either can be used to the teacher as well as also to the learners. So I know everyone that you are all excited to question me, but let me include my topic first. So this topic is all about the portfolio assessment, which is not just only portfolio, but it is uses in the education realm, and it is very useful to help the attain and to discover, to know the students' strength and weakness in order for them to develop more in education. So that would be all. I am your host, Miss Jess, and good luck.